Okay, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Okay, I'm Nur Fazlin binti Abu Bakar and my partner Norelisa binti Muhammad Shahir. We are from Polycc Polycc. We like to present our research titled Knowledge and Experience in the Implementation of Green Practices in the Community. Case study, Commerce Department students. Okay, there is five subtopic in our research. There is introductions, literature review, methodology, result and discussions, and also conclusion. This is the basic things in a research. Introduction. Pollution, climate change, and limited resources are global concern according to Haliza 2010. Human activity has harmed the environment in development, industry, forestry, and daily life. Environmental damage can cause global warming and an increase in greenhouse gases, according to Hanafiah 2017. Malaysia introduced green practices in 1960. Despite its long introduction, many Malaysians are still unaware of what green practices involve in their life. Schools, university, and college are adopted green technique as they develop and apply them. Unfortunately, there are still a lot of people who do not understand why becoming green is so important. Natural disasters continue to occur, but society is still not conscious of the environmental challenges. Because of that, we researchers would like to study about the access of the student commerce department in their green practices, and also we would like to examine how their green practices or green habits are affected by their knowledge. According to KITA, that is the Ministry of Energy, Green Technology and Water, define green as environmentally beneficial and creates people who protect natural resources for future generations. KITA has 6 criteria: energy conservation, water saving, 3R practice, environmental friendly products, cafeterias, and transport. For our research, we are only looking into 3 strategies to encourage green practices, that is water saving, energy saving, and 3D practice. Water is essential for global growth and development according to Lestari. Thus, however, global climate change and irresponsible individuals treated clean water resources, according to Salman 2014. Thus, it is a green alternative that reduces clean water pressure. Domestic and non-domestic water are used separately. Domestic water use includes all household activities, indoor and outdoor, and commercial, industrial, public, agriculture, and animal use non-domestic water. According to Chan 2004, domestic water use in Malaysia has increased throughout the year. Okay, for energy saving, okay, according to the Greek definition, energy is the ability and capability of a system to move free energy, and it's a system ability to move. Energy use is 53% of coal, 42% of natural gas, and 5% of hydro. TNB, Malaysia's largest energy provider, utilized 7.1 metric tons of coal in the first quarter of 2019. The number rises as coal prices rises owing to import from Indonesia and Australia. And for 3D practice, reduce, reuse, and recycle are solid waste. 3D based recycling can now reduce solid waste discharge. This study found that our city residents can generate more solid waste due to their higher population density. Our research is a quantitative research. Our sample is from 162 students, Commerce Department, Polytechnic Port Dickson. Okay, the sample was selected using a convenient sampling methods. Okay, according to researcher use RICO 1975 guidelines for determining the appropriate sample size, which state that for most studies, a sample of at least 30 but not more than 500 should be used. So, we as researcher believe that the sample size of 150 students has been proposed. And we are using SPSS 27.0 to analyze the data. The data analysis, we are using multiple regression linear analysis and also statistical, okay, for demographic. Here are the results, okay, from the data that we've been collect. The demographic of the respondent is displayed in this table 1. From the total respondent, as we know, Jabatan Perdagangan or Commerce departments have many female students, that is 88.9%. And then in terms of program, we found that 65.4% of the respondents are enrolled for science secretary program. And then when it broke out by semester of study, most of our respondents are in second semester. It might be because of for marketing program, the students second semester study DUG 30023, that is green technology compliance. Here are the overall score level. Okay, for knowledge about green practices, in terms of their water saving knowledge is high, energy saving knowledge also high, 3D practices knowledge and also high. For green practice, overall score for the level of green practices, water saving practice 4.4, high energy saving practice 4.55 is also high, and 3R practice 4.2. So overall, for knowledge about green practices and green practices among Commerce department are high. Okay, table 6 is ANOVA table, the analysis of the influence of knowledge of green practices on the practice of green practices. Okay, here we look that there are significant, okay, knowledge towards their green practices. As a conclusion, this research found a very strong understanding on green activities or green practices. Green practices are also moderate high, 4.4 to 8. Okay, this study also indicate that the student understanding of green practices influence their green practice. Okay, by 50%. Not all knowledge variables are associated with green activities. They may know about green practices but not practice them. Thus, students should be exposed and guided in their daily green behavior. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Assalamualaikum.